What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday night edition of Ranting Out with Kyle. It is called Egotistical YouTubers. You guys decided this one before the one before. There wasn't a poll today, so I had to roll it over and make it tonight's version. As you may see, I have my tall boy tonight. Red Bull, sugar-free. I'm going to drink this whole thing. It is 10:08 at night on a Friday when I just worked 11 hours, so I definitely needed this to do this episode or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to dive right into this. Egotistical YouTubers. How is everybody doing tonight? How is everybody, this work life going, human life going with this disease going around? And to be completely honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to dive right into like YouTubers. I want to see how everyone's doing, to be honest with you. Everyone's looking at this coronavirus like either it's not that big of a deal or it's the biggest travesty on the face of the earth. So I want to see what everyone's opinions are, everyone's ideas are when it comes to this virus, see if it's going to go away anytime soon or if it's just going to stay and kill us all. That's just one thing that I want to see what you guys say. Let's see. Sean Maz, yo, what's up, boss? That's what he says. Matthew says, sup. Steelers fan, sup. And Nicholas Paz says, what's up. My school got closed down for 14 days. I just think that this virus is way overblown and out of control, to be honest with you. I really think the only reason why people are in fear of this virus is because there's no vaccine. But I talked to my friend, and I'm just going to say this right here, right now. I talked to my friend who graduated from Penn Medical School. All right. I was like, is this virus all that? Is it going to kill us all if you touch someone's head, whatever? He told me if it lays on a surface, it will live up to 9 hours. That means that if someone sneezes on a counter or whatever, if they're infected with the virus, all right, lays on the counter for 9 hours. That means wash your hands and you'll be fine. As long as it doesn't get into one of your inner parts of your body, you're fine. All right. The only people that it'll affect are people from 75 and up who already have health issues. That's what he told me word for word verbatim. All right. Now, I saw, and I'm not going to lie to you, I saw this one YouTuber today that kind of pissed me off. And this is where the rant falls. And I wouldn't call him egotistical. What's up, Philly Jim? I wouldn't call him egotistical, but at the same time, I just thought it was a really asshole live stream. It's like, all right, so this guy named 44th the Legendary. I think he's doing a stream right now or whatever. I saw this earlier. But this guy named 44th the Legendary, I kind of have to make him as an example because a lot of people think in the same way as him. 44th the Legendary is basically saying that if you go out and have a good time within the next couple of weeks, you're a very inconsiderate person. You don't care about human beings and blah, 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 and you're an asshole and you're not a real human being, which is completely bullshit because, I was supposed to go to St. Patty's Day to celebrate my friend's 23rd birthday yesterday, and I might mind you, his grandmother sadly passed away, so he really wanted me to go out and support him and stuff like that. Now, I decided at the last second to not go and stay local because I just thought it wasn't necessary for me to go all the way out there, especially because none of my friends were going to come with me because they're scared of the coronavirus. And I just felt like me being there from 12 to 3:30 in the morning just wasn't happening. But at the same time, I don't understand where he was coming from. Now, he said in his stream that you're very inconsiderate if you go out to a public setting with 1,000 or more people and trying to live your best life within the next 2 weeks. And this is what kind of caught me off guard. All right. The way he says you're inconsiderate for living your own life and going into a public setting and making a mockery of the virus is the same exact thing that I think when somebody goes into Costco or Sam's Club and buys up all of the tissue paper, all of the toilet paper, all of the Kleenex, all of the Lysol for their own well-being. He said, people online are making fun of people for going to protect themselves and trying to clean up their house and whatnot. They're just trying to make their life better, blah, 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 blah. No, people are making fun of it because they're being inconsiderate and they're buying 40. They're buying them in droves. They're not buying 2 to 3 items. They're buying 40. They're going in there and buying out the place, whether it's for their own selfish own being, being a hoarder, or upcharging it and selling it for 5 times the amount. That is very inconsiderate, and that's why people are making fun of it. They're not making fun of it because people are trying to take care of themselves. They're making fun of it because people are being inconsiderate and buying out the store for themselves. That's why they're making fun of it. And this is what I don't get, because 44th the Legendary seems like a very, very nice guy. Like he's practically a kid because he literally just turned 21. But the fact of the matter is that you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You really don't. And I know that part of that stream was geared towards me, because I'm on Facebook every single day talking about how this virus is overblown, how people are freaking out about it for no apparent reason. I literally just told you guys that the only people that can get really affected by this are very old people with health issues. The people that can't breathe already are the only people that could die from this. All right. And I just feel like, and my friend's a liberal, I might mind you. I went to him for advice because he's a liberal and he doesn't like Donald Trump. And he said verbatim, the country and the other countries in the world are banding together to try to get this guy out of office since the impeachment didn't work, which is why they're shutting down everything, and everything's going to become a huge recession. It's going to ruin everything he did. It boosted up the economy at first, and now it's going to get rid of everything he did. And by November, they're going to pick Biden because they'd rather have him over Donald Trump, who ruined the recession, who got us into a recession because of the stupid virus, and he wasn't prepared, and he called it a hoax. It is just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that people don't understand what's going on in this country. It's so ridiculous that people are so uninformed. And that's why, maybe my channel, maybe, just maybe, is more gravitating towards the political end. Because I need to inform you guys. I need to make you guys smarter. I need you guys to understand what's going on in this world and how fucked we are. We're really fucked. If you really think that Joe Biden, a guy that doesn't remember what day it is half the time, is a better leader than Donald Trump, you need to get your head checked. You really do, because that shit is scary. That is scary, all right? And the world is banding together because they don't want Donald Trump in there because he's not a politician. He's one of us. He's like you and me, all right? That's why they don't want him in there. It is so disgusting. It's just, it's an abomination. All right. And if you want another statistic, and I'll give you a statistic from CNN right now. CNN said, this is from CNN, someone that does not approve of Donald Trump. They said in 2019, there is an article. They said in 2019, the swine flu killed 525,000 people. How many sporting events got shut down between that time span of, I think it was a year. It was 2009 to 2010. How many sporting events got shut down between that time span? Zero. There was a national emergency there was a national emergency for the United States. That's it. There was no sporting events shut down. We have what? Maybe 1,000 cases at the most with 22 deaths here, and they're already shutting these sporting events down. Like, this isn't because this disease is deadly. It's not because it's all political and people just don't understand it. I'm trying to sink it into your minds. It's political. That's what it is. And it's stupid. And Alex Preston says, Nitro, I'm 17 and know absolutely nothing about politics. What's your opinion on Trump and what should I do? The vote is up to you, dude. I'm just trying to give you my honest opinion on what to think about when it comes to America. Because when you turn 18, you can vote. You can vote when you're 18 years old. But these people that are 18 trying to vote for Bernie Sanders because he's going to give them all this free shit because they're young are stupid. They're dumb. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this country is full of sheep. It's full of egotistical slobs. And it's a bad country right now. Like, it really is. Let me look at some of these. Because I felt like I ranted on a kid for like way too long, and I really just need to get that out of my system. Someone says Lord Brunson is egotistical also. Yeah, but we already knew that. All right, this is what falls into this category. We already knew that Lord Brunson is egotistical because his first name, Lord. Who calls himself a lord? Like, we all know he's egotistical off the jump, but he seems like a nice guy, though. I'm not going to dive into Lord Brunson because you know what? He does have a good following. He does know what he's talking about at times. But anytime you say you're the best reporter on the Eagles and you're a Lord, yes, you're egotistical. Yes, all the time, 100% of the time. Like, that's your name. It should be egotistical, Lord Brunson, because it's the truth. What else do we have here? Let me go up. Are people with serious medical problems? Yes. Those are the people that are kind of fucked right now since there's no vaccine. I tried to go to Walmart to buy a stick of deodorant. It's gotten ridiculous. Yeah, it's stupid. And people and 44th the Legendary said that people are inconsiderate for wanting to go out and enjoy their best life. You have to understand something about me, all right? Let me drink my Red Bull before I crash. You have to understand something about me. I'm an extreme extrovert, which means I have to be outside. Introverts stay inside. 44th the Legendary is an introvert. All right. He stays inside and he watches sports all day. He drinks a can of beer, and that's what he does. He's a kid. He probably doesn't have that much money. All right. He stays inside, he watches sports, and probably plays video games. I don't do any of that. I go outside, I go to the bars, and I try to live my best life. That's what I do. Now, since sports aren't on, and he's suggesting that the public should stay inside for the next 2 weeks and try to get rid of this virus as fast as it can. All right, cool. What are you going to watch? There's nothing on TV. Literally nothing on TV. There's no sports. Everything's shut down. You can't go to the movies because they're blocking off 50% of the section because they want to try to get the virus out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to play video games? Not everyone plays video games. What are you going to do? You're going to stay inside? You're going to stay inside all day, stare at a wall? Is that what you want everyone to do, 44th? Is that what you want literally everyone to do? Because people like me would go absolutely fucking insane if we had to stay and stay inside and stare at a wall all day long. Like, no, I'm not having that. Sorry. I'm surprised you haven't ranted about Cop Pizzle yet. Yeah, I mean, I was going to get there, but honestly, I had to talk about that first. I really did. You know, this is going to be a quick, very quick 49 minutes left. And while you guys are in here, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream. It's been a long Friday, and I'm just trying to get everything I can out of my mind before I go absolutely apeshit. So, yeah, anything you guys want to ask about Cop Pizzle? I pretty much got everything out of my mind when it came to Cop Pizzle. You know, Cop Pizzle is just an idiot. He's a clown. He's an idiot. All right. He's egotistical. Everyone knows this. He's saying he doesn't care about his numbers when he retires from YouTube and he comes right back. Like who retires? Like, it's like, fucking go away already. If you say you're retired for the 10th time, we expect you to come back because we know you're egotistical. You know, we know you love having an audience. You know, if you really didn't care about the numbers, you'd fucking go away. Jesus Christ. Cop Pizzle blocked me on Twitter because I called him a welcher. Yeah, but what did you welch? Because Cop Pizzle's not really a welcher. What about uninsured people or well, let me read this. What about the uninsured people or underinsured Americans, which is about 50% of us who want to get tested? You're going to have to come up with some money, dude. It's a fact of the matter. You're going to have to come up with some money. It's $1,000 to $1,500 for a test, you know? And you know, getting tested is one thing, but about getting a cure, there's like, why would you want to? That's another thing. Why would you want to know that you have the coronavirus if there's no cure for it? Because that basically means that you're going to sit at home and know you have it and possibly like falter out. Like, I wouldn't know if I'm going to die or have a serious illness if I don't have anything to vaccinate myself with. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm sorry. If we had to get Medicare for all, at least everyone could get tested. It's not true. It's not true. Medicare for all is not free. You want to know why? It might be free to someone who's poor, but someone in the grand scheme of things has to pay for that. Nothing is free in the world. All right. That's what people don't get. People that earn their money being rich, people that earn the money to get to the top, those are the people that are going to have to pay for it. Why should they have to pay for it? You know, they did their job to get to the top. They're leaders. Why should they have to pay for other people? Like, these people should be trying to better themselves, not try to stay at a level of a dead end. They shouldn't. And that's the whole American dream. You know, people just don't care about the American dream. People just want free handouts. That's all there is to it. They just want free handouts. You know, it's just disgusting to me, and I'm sorry. Let me see. Trump puts this jackass name on. Listen, obviously you're a Trump hater, so I'm just gonna stop. Hey Nitro, they should televise Pornhub. I mean, Pornhub, like, everyone watches it. Let's be real, everyone watches porn. If you say you don't watch porn, then you're a liar. You're literally a liar, and it is what it is. But the thing is that you can't advertise it because it's obviously clearly not for kids, so you can't advertise it. But everyone does. No more insurance companies, no more insurance profits. Cost of emergency visits will go down. Tax the wealth. Yeah, well, if you tax the wealth, what if you were wealthy? All right, would you say, oh yeah, tax me? No, they don't want to get taxed. All right, because they've earned their money the right way. Why do they have to suffer? You know, I plan to be wealthy one day because I'm a hustler. I hustle for my money. Like, you're not going to tax me and you're not going to deduct me because of someone else's misfortunes. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not going to work that way. I earn my money the way I do, and I'm just going to spend it the way I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but you don't have to have a mandatory rule that says they're going to tax the wealth because someone else didn't live their life out to the meaning that they should have, and then that's going to be their penalty. No, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That's dumb. I'm spending literally 2.5 hours at Publix now because of this coronavirus. Publix is a grocery store. Yeah, it's in Florida. I've heard of it. Only people over 50 with underlying diseases like diabetes and or heart problems should be worried. Not even 50, 75 and up. I talked to a guy that's a doctor that graduated from Penn Medical. He said 75 and up with problems. How was my day night show? It was okay up until now. Paying extra money to help people get who are less fortunate is a close. I'm pretty much done with you, Steve. Sorry. How much can you bench? My max bench right now is around 285. You got to think about who paid for you to go to school, etc. Growing up as a kid. Basically nobody. Okay, parents taxes for yearly. All right, and you're paying property taxes in the state of New Jersey. You're paying around $4,000 for each kid to go to school. That's elementary, middle school, and high school. Around $4,000. It might be a little bit more now. All right, someone's going to be paying for that, but they're not just going after the rich. Everyone pays taxes. Death and taxes, two guarantees in life. Everyone pays taxes. That's what it goes towards. No one gets anything for free. No one goes to school for free. No one gets looked at for free. Nothing's free. Someone's always paying for it. But to single-handedly target the rich and tax them for everything, why? Why? What do they do to deserve that? Like, I'm not rich, but what do they do to deserve that? Nothing. How do you feel about the draft with no scouts going on? Get back to me in like a month. I agree with everything you said in your last video about the virus, 100%. Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate it. Joe Biden's going to tax your ass in Nitro. He's not going to get in the White House, so I don't have to worry about that. Bill Gates is an asshole. I don't know. I mean, Bill Gates is rich as fuck. So, I mean, I'm not going to call him an asshole. He lived the American dream the right way, and listen, without him, I'm probably not talking to you right now. So I'm not going to call him an asshole. Let me see. Is there anything good here? Because I'm only seeing a couple things. But yeah, I mean, obviously there are a lot of egotistical people out there, and it's something that you have to talk about, something that you have to throw out there, and a lot of people just don't get it. A lot of people are for themselves, but when it comes to this virus, I just don't see a big deal with someone going out there and drinking and going to a bar like their everyday life. I just don't, and that's the biggest problem I had with it at the beginning. When do you think the NBA will turn? I think in a month, around a month. What do I think about the NBA season? I think it will return. I do. Nitro, what's your thoughts on college? Should I want to go? Yeah, you should want to go to college. You should. You should. I would honestly love to see you come on the Lawson and Give podcast on YouTube. They talk a lot about the NFL. They talked about the virus today and brought out points, which made me think of you. Yeah, well, I mean, I told you all my points on the coronavirus, and it's gonna stick. It's gonna stay the same. My points on the coronavirus are not gonna go away. They're not. Do you think the NBA should just go straight to the playoffs when they return? I think maybe they should minimize the games they play, but I don't think it should go right to the playoffs. Because I felt like things were getting juicy before they decided to suspend it. So I don't think they should go right to the playoffs, but like minimize how many games, like mathematically. That's just what I think. Nitro, what were your thoughts on George Bush? Terrible president. One of the worst presidents we've ever had. He was the reason why we got into a major recession. No, he wasn't even -C. He was like D-. He was pretty bad. He was horrible. What are my thoughts on the Flyers? They were going to win the fucking cup if it didn't get suspended. It's pissing me off. It's like, my God, what do you got to do? Yeah, they said the same things for the most part. Yeah, I mean, anyone with a brain would realize what I'm saying, where I'm coming from. I'm just being honest. Let me see. Yeah, a C- is not what George W. Bush was. He was borderline F, to be honest with you. All right, so I'm going to answer this last question from Steve M before I just completely shy away from him. Maybe even fucking just get rid of him because he's obviously being a troll. He says Dow Jones was 8,000 when Obama took office and left at 19,000. Under Trump, it is only 23,000. Are you like disregarding that it was just up to 29,000 and completely fell apart when this coronavirus that was man-made, that was put into the U.S., made it drop because people got scared? Are you gonna just completely disregard that it was up to 29,000? Like, what kind of human being are you? Are you just a little pussy? Like, seriously. Like, I can't stand people like you. Like, I really can't. Like, just get the fuck out of politics. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Like, you have literally no idea what you're talking about. Like, it's so stupid. Um, Favorite kind of beer? I don't really drink beer right now. I just don't. He got us into Iraq because they were a weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, we didn't. We had no we didn't have to go to Iraq. We really didn't, but we chose to, and it is what it is. Fact of the economy, it's best it's ever. Our borders are getting secured to keep the drug dealers out and killers out. Yeah, and people just don't like Trump for whatever reason. I mean, his ego's not the best. He's egotistical, yeah, but people just don't want to take an L. They don't. They'd rather have Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's a con. Three productions, coffee or tea? Coffee. Random question, but are there any Pixar movies you still watch from your childhood? Not anymore. I haven't watched Pixar in a long time. Do I agree with Trump's decision to attack Al Baghdadi and Solomon? I agree with whatever Trump does. Yo, what's up, Kid Blue? How you doing? Giants video maker, Trump 2020. I agree with him. I agree with him. I'm not going with Biden. The guy doesn't even remember what day it is half the time. You know, you got to go with the more like you can't go with an inept guy just because you don't like somebody. Like, I'm sorry, that's not how the world should work. You know, it's just you shouldn't. And he says nice rant on Steve M. Nitro. I don't like attacking people like that. But if you're gonna give me things that aren't facts, like go fuck yourself. Like seriously, you have to understand something. Like you're fucking with the best here. You're not fucking with the Joe Schmo. All right, I know my stuff. I didn't even have to look that up. The Dow Jones was at its all-time high before this virus entered the country. And this guy wants to tell me that the Dow Jones is only at 23,000. Only at 23,000. The guy's a pussy. He's a fucking pussy. Do I still fuck with EDP? Yeah. I like Trump, but this coronavirus could hurt him. Yeah, that's why it was sent into the U.S. It was man-made in a lab, and it was actually bought out of a North Carolina lab from China after they lost a trade deal, and they sent it back to our country. If you don't agree with me, look it up. Advice for new video makers: just do your thing. You know, I mean, you're not gonna be launched on your scene immediately. Just do your work hard, and maybe you'll make it big sometime. Just go out there and maybe get a shout out, and that's how it usually starts it. That's called Bernie Sanders left my ass off. Both Bernie and Biden look like ferrets. It's funny. Biden kind of reminds me of my grandpa, that grandpa that just says what's on his mind. I always see the guy getting into it with other people. It's both funny and annoying at the same time. Exactly. He always yells at people and he points the finger at people. He's like, "You are a dummy. You don't know what you're talking about. You." And he's always shouting at people too. It's so stupid. Do you think the presidential election will be close? No. I think it's going to be a runaway. The Democratic Party conspired with China to make the virus to get him out of office. I agree. 100%. And the thing is I want Philly 500 to come on this show so badly one time, but I think he's a little bit nervous to step out of his comfort zone when it comes to sports because he doesn't want people to look at he doesn't want people to think of him as a bad guy because of his politics. So I can understand that, but I just want him to come on the show to discuss his conspiracies because this guy's very, very smart. He really is, and he knows what's going on in the world. So hopefully one day before the election, he comes on the channel and we just discuss for like 2 hours like what we really think, because I talk to this guy on text message all the time, and he's just he's very, very smart individual, and he's very well informed. Very, very, very well informed. Avoid arcades and gyms right now. No, I go to the gym. And I'm proud to say I go to the gym. By the way, we're almost at the 25-minute mark. 29 people in here right now. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this Friday night stream. I really, really appreciate you guys being in here. I can't fucking talk today, but yeah, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. I honestly don't think the virus is going to affect the election. The competition is horrible on the Democratic side. Yeah, well, if they did really send in a man-made virus, they did it a little bit too early. I feel like if they sent it in like in September and October, closer to the election, maybe Biden would have a chance, but this thing is going to die out and then they're going to be screwed. So what's the point? The Chinese also eat snakes. The Chinese are fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. What's Philly 500's real name? Joe. That's his real name. I don't know if you wanted me to tell you that, but that's his name. Who do you think is better, Foles or Daffles? Foles, 1,000%, Alex. Foles. If it were my pick, I'd have Foles over once, but it's not my pick. Hey daughter, hey Nitro, my daughter is off from school 2 weeks. I'm off 2 weeks from my job. Gonna be a tough next 2 weeks money wise. Ugh, just live, man. Just live. And you know what? Hopefully, I'm wishing the best for you and your daughter. I really am. You know that sucks. You know people that get bi-weekly paychecks are the ones that are really going to suffer. And I feel bad. I really do. Especially the people that work hourly and can't go to work. That's terrible. What's up? I'm not scared of the virus. Just nervous because I'm not sure if I could. It could be life threatening because I have asthma and Crohn's disease. I mean, if you have asthma, like what's your age, MC Philly? Cop Pizzle is the younger version of Bernie Sanders. You might be right. I have allergies. I have to be careful. Yeah, I mean, just take care of yourself. That's all you gotta do. Wash your hands, stuff like that. What makes you think Foles is better than Wentz? Skill wise, he's not better, but Foles fit the system perfectly, and I felt like Foles was a winner with us. He knew exactly what to do in the city of Philadelphia, and I felt like we could have won one more title with him, but we're stuck with Wentz now, so it is what it is. Democrats failed in every way to get rid of Trump, and so is this virus. Yep, I agree. I think the sports will come back in a month. I agree. Who do you think Brady is going to sign with? The Patriots. I'm 31, so I'm not elderly at least. Yeah, you're still young, dude. I just take care of yourself. That's all I do at this point. I have asthma too. I'm 20. Yeah, you're fine. Um, Federal deficit under. I'm not reading Steve's. He's clearly biased. He's just clearly biased, and he's been away for a while. I'm not scared of the virus, but I take safety precautions more seriously. Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of people do. The worst part for me is I always get sick in April because of all the pollen. A lot of people do. Like it's on trees, it falls on your car, it makes your car look like shit. It just is what it is. You think that Brady's going to the LA Chargers? Wow. I maybe I don't know. I'm I'm 20, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, you're fine. Foles ran an RPO-centric system offense that is currently being annihilated by defensive coordinators now. Wentz is better, in my opinion. Wentz has skill, but Wentz also plays like a pussy. He doesn't run out of the pocket anymore, and when he does, he succeeds, but he barely does it. He doesn't slide feet first. He slides head first, which got him injured. And I'm not talking about Wentz tonight. I'm not doing it because it'll just get me pissed off and heated. So I'm not falling into that. Allergies are here. They're gonna make people freak out and think they have corona. It's true. I'll have a corona, but hold the virus. Yeah, that's why you should go to the bar. Say, I'll have a corona, hold the virus. Yeah, Rick, it's talking about Rick Roma. Thoughts on leaked Rams logo? Horrible, horrible logo. Terrible. You know, I don't understand why they're changing it up. It looks like the Tampa Bay Lightning logo from a couple of years ago. It's so stupid. I was supposed to get my first job now, but it's not happening because of this shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Once not being able to roll out is part of Doug's shit play calling. Well, Doug is the actual play caller now with no offensive coordinators, so you might see it again if you really believe that. Are you good on TP? I don't really know what that means. I want the Giants to sign Barrett from Tampa. I mean, I don't really care what the Giants do, but hopefully nothing to make them better. Do we ever see the XFL again? Hopefully not. I didn't like it. I really didn't like the XFL at all. And you know what's funny? I think the AAF lasted longer than the XFL, which I think is pretty funny. Would I eat a bat? No. Psychopaths eat bats. It's okay. Look at the Chargers a bit much and make the Ram horn more noticeable. I'm content with that. Yeah. Doug's always been a play caller. Bro, just design the plays and created game plans. Yeah, well, I mean, Carson Wentz, if he was smart, he'd audible and make it his way, but he's not because he's a pussy. It's just how it is. Do you have toilet paper? Oh, I have tons of toilet paper. You know, around here, you can go to a 7-Eleven and get it. You could have just said toilet paper. You didn't need to say TP. Just being honest. All right, so we're almost at the half-hour mark. We have like a half hour left. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's a decent stream on a Friday. I'm kind of tired, so I'm not at full strength, but I'm still doing this because I love it. Eating bat is gross. Yeah, it is. I'll sell my used toilet paper. Oh my god, this Steve guy is just so annoying. He just is. But he could stay here. But and just keeping. I'm giving you guys an update. He's very annoying. Eating the bat is gross. It's disgusting. Yo, what's up, Kyle Cap? How you doing? What's up, Jake from State Farm? How you doing? When stores run out of toilet paper, just buy Cowboys and Astros gear. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. Someone breathed on my arm today. You might want to get checked because that's gross. Why would they breathe on your arm? Should have turned around and punched them in the face. There's no reason for someone to be in your personal space to begin with. Why are they breathing on your arm? Like, that's gross. I would have fucking spit in his face. I just saw a fight for toilet paper today. People are crazy, man. People are crazy. But that's the world. That's the world we live in. Bunch of stupid idiots. Kyle, you staying in self-quarantine and social distancing? No. I'll be out for St. Patty's Day tomorrow. D-Jax, I'll move to wide receiver 3. Yeah, I mean, it would help, to be honest with you. The guy's 33, and I just don't see him as a every down wide receiver anymore. I don't. Should have double moonwalked that ass for doing that. Do you think teams will try to intentionally hurt Astros player? Yes. Yes, I do. Especially like sliding head first into second base or feet first, trying to take out their legs. Whew. That'd be nasty. It'll be awesome, though. Where the fuck can I find the bat video? I don't know. I don't think you want to watch it. The best reporter on the Eagles thinks Jalen Mills is better than Byron Jones. You're not the best reporter on the Eagles if you think that. I'm sorry. It's facts. You're not the best reporter on the Eagles if you think that's factual. Corona will cancel the NFL. We'll see. D-Jax for comeback player of the year this year. He's fucking old, man. I don't know. Obama's guy says 1 million Americans will die. Obama needs to shut the fuck up. Like, he really does. Obama just needs to go away. His time is up. His time is done. Let a real person run the presidency. Like, just shut up. Like, seriously. I think until May, personally. I think until a little bit after week 1 of April. That's what I think. Byron allowed under 400 yards this past season. Yeah, he doesn't cause turnovers and create turnovers, but I think Byron would actually help us tremendously. I really do. Do you think we'll see the NHL again this year? I do. And I think the Flyers are going to be poised to win the Cup. I can't wait till that happens. I really do. I've been waiting my whole life to see them win the Cup. Who was worse, Bush Jr. or Obama? Obama. Well, actually, no. I'm going to have to say Bush, but Obama was pretty bad too. We'll know who he's voting for again. All sports will be suspended. They already are. Who do you think the Sixers will play in the first round? I don't even know. I don't even care, to be honest with you. I've been talking about the Sixers like they were nothing the last month. Like, the Sixers suck. This could potentially help them with Ben Simmons becoming, healthy, but they suck. They're not going to do anything in the postseason. So what does it even matter? As people were texting me out the ass. Yeah, he's looking. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy how people are acting. On a scale of 1 to 10, how embarrassed are you to be a Sixers fan? Pretty embarrassed. Most egotistical YouTuber. I don't know. Give me some names, and then I'll point one out. If the Sixers lose in the first round, what would you do if you were the GM? I don't know. I would fire myself, honestly. I don't think Elton Brand's is that good. I'm being honest with you. Sixers just need to fix this in free agency. I do think we're a top 3 in the East again in 2021. What can they fix, though? You'd have to sign a max player. Even against the annoying Lightning team, yeah. The Astros are lucky of the coronavirus. Their situation will die down. Will March Madness happen? Nope. It is canceled. When the NBA returns, who do you think will be in the Eastern Conference Finals? I don't know. Probably the Bucks in Toronto. Favorite Ben and Jerry's flavor, Kyle? The thing with the cherry and the pretzel, whatever that's called, Chubby Hubby or whatever it is, that's the best one. Lord Brunson. Yeah, we talked about this Philly Jim. Lord Brunson is very egotistical, but he seems like a nice guy. But the thing is anyone that calls themselves a Lord and the best reporter on the Eagles, that is no longer a character. That is you, and that's your egotistical showing. So yes, he is. Ass or tits, Alex Preston does. If you're new to my channel, Alex, all right, if you haven't been following me for a long time, I do not like women. So I'll let you pick one. What's your favorite ice cream place? I mean, there's a Dairy Queen right by my place. So I don't know. I'll probably have to say Dairy Queen or Carvel. I don't even know. When did toilet paper become item of choice for this virus? I don't know. People are just weird. I would see that. I would think that Lysol would actually be more of Lysol would be more of a thing to buy, but people are buying it in droves, and it's annoying. I saw these people go into Costco and buy like 400 different cans of Lysol in bulk. Like, what do you need that for? Like, seriously, what do you need that for? Alex Russ says, I've been watching your shit since 2016. Then you should have known. But it's fine. Mine is Cold Stone. I love the cotton candy flavored ice cream. Wow, cotton candy. That's a lot of sugar. Can't do that. Just got here. Didn't realize this started an hour earlier. Yeah, it had to, dude. It's Friday and I am exhausted. So I had to start it a little bit earlier. LA Conference Final. Let me see. LA Conference Final. Clippers versus Bucks. NBA Finals. Clippers win in 6. Love your rants, by the way. Keep up the phenomenal work. Thank you so much, Sean Johnson. I really appreciate it. Does Tom, the best in the business, are known, qualify as an egotistical YouTuber? Yes. He, in my opinion, and it's funny you brought that up because I wasn't going to bring that up until someone else did. I think he is not only the most egotistical YouTuber, I think he is the most egotistical person to live on planet Earth. Like, this guy, and I don't have any beef with him, but this guy, if you don't agree with what he says ever, he'll bash you and he'll get other people to bash you. And that's a bad human being. Like, that's not a bad YouTuber. That's a bad human being. But I don't have problems with anybody, so I'm not going to dive into that one. But very, very egotistical person, and very sensitive person at that. But it is what it is. People are like that. I mean, after the coronavirus dies, I could see them bringing back the NCAA tournament back. No, because the college students are ready to graduate. They won't do that. People being stupid with this virus, fighting over stupid shit. Yeah. If you get corona, what will you do? What will I do? I'll probably take a nap and rest for a couple days. Kyle, you got to be more active on Instagram. Yeah, but there's no point for me to be active on Instagram. I mean, if I put my life out there, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like Instagram, and some people don't agree with my life. So why would I put it out there on Instagram for people to see? If Tampa doesn't win it all, they'll never with this core. Tampa Bay Lightning, they have a good shot. They look good this year. What's your thoughts on AV or however the fuck you spell it? I love him a lot. He's known for being a choke artist in the playoffs, but we'll see when we get there. What's Tom's YouTube channel? It's A2D. It's what I used to be on, and I didn't leave in the best of ways. I just up and left. I left, literally up and left because I couldn't take it anymore. The product wasn't good. And this isn't a diss to them. They're doing their own thing, but the product wasn't good. I was definitely I'm saying a little bit of my ego here, but I was definitely the most talented person on that platform, like by far. It was like everyone else was here and I was up here, and they were getting like 96 views on YouTube, and I was like, I just cannot do this anymore. I couldn't do this anymore. People thought they were better than what they were. They weren't working together. They weren't sharing things. And it's you just can't work with people like that. You can't. And they still have the same people. They're never going to grow. And that's when you have people that are egotistical and think they're better than what they are, and it just never grows. It's where you have problems. Like, hopefully I wish them the best of luck, but I don't see it. I am sorry, I don't see it. Some of the people there I feel bad for because I actually like them, but they're too nice to realize that what they have right now is not good, and it's bad. But that's enough of me talking about that. Let me see. I mean, also, who's the best GM in Philly right now? The best GM in Philly right now. Damn, I would have said Hextall, but they fired him. I'd say the best GM in Philly right now. Damn. Put me on the spot. I don't know. I can't give you an answer. I would have said Hextall, but they fired him. I'll say the Flyers manager. General manager, I mean. Let me see something real quick. Cup Hizzle is straight up egotistical. Yep. Anyone here watch FaZe, Rug, or the Nelk Boys? I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. ATD got about 10 viewers a stream. You're better off. That's all I got to say about that. But Tom always bashes me because on Facebook they do good. They get like 600 to 1,500. When I'm not on Facebook, if I was on Facebook and I turned StreamYard and put it on the Facebook, I would own the competition. Everyone knows that I would. That's not me being egotistical. Like this is like what this is on YouTube. People like watching me. People like watching for me for my opinions, whether they like me or hate me. People like watching me. People don't like watching them, and I was there for far too long because, I felt bad for Tom. I wanted to help him out. And he's the only one there that brought anything to the table, and it's his own thing. He has a bunch of fucking schmucks under him, and, he doesn't have the right supporting cast. And that's just not, and that's the truth. I'm not taking any jabs. It's the truth. He doesn't have anyone anyone worthy on that platform. He doesn't. The Saturday show is a complete joke. You have a guy that has a cardboard box personality just talking to people. It's just, are you in it just to bring in money, or are you in it to actually try to make it grow? It just doesn't fit, and that's why I had to get out of there. Did you cry when you heard Tom Hanks was sick? No, I didn't cry. Vids are nice. Let me see something real quick. Vids are nice to the point, and 5K views. Yeah, I mean at points, I get that many views, but at points, that's why I'm trying to make it grow with the segment. The last Ranting hour got almost 800 views, so that's a step up. This one won't get near that, but this is because we're on a Friday night and it's it's a little bit different, but it's still gonna get good numbers. Do you think you're egotistical? If I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna lie to you to an extent. All right. Now I'm not gonna say I'm overly egotistical, but everyone that thinks that they want to be the best in the world, you kind of have to have that attitude. You have to have that push. You have to have that drive. I'm not egotistical, but do I have an ego? Yes. So I'll agree with that one. Yeah. No, they just can't get a stadium deal done. Harry Roseman is the best GM in Philly right now. No, he's not. He sucks. Minshew is solid, just needs more time. I don't like Minshew at all. He's talking about Jake. Yeah, Jake's see, I thought Jake was a nice guy, but he's not. Nitro, I don't agree with your political views, but I've been watching each Ranting hour. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Steve. I really appreciate it. I think the NCAA should give all seniors next year eligibility. Do you agree? I don't agree. Because the freshmen coming in, that would hurt the freshmen coming in. And I just think if you give the seniors a fifth year of eligibility, it'll just ruin all the classes coming in for the future. I think it sucks that it had to end that way, but that's life. That's life. It's gonna ruin the freshmen coming in. Would I trade Wentz for Cam Newton? No. I'm stealing everyone's toilet paper. The Rays Stadium is so bad, it looks like a flying saucer. NHL and NBA start dates, I say the first week in May. I think they start up in about 30 days. I'm a Giants fan, but I respect your opinions and love your content. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate it, Noah. How long or when will the MLB be pushed back into? I don't know. They say 2 weeks. What's up, Eagles fan? How you doing? That's the only reason their attendance is trash. Hockey in Midwest. Florida has better attendance than baseball. Down here, it's going to be a new stadium. Why is – oh, fuck. Sorry. I thought I had a burp. I kind of did burp. A wise man told me 100 of other people that I'm that friend that needs to tell you and you need to hear. Not what you want to hear. That's wise man. That was you. That wise man was you. Yeah. I mean, I always tell people how it is. I don't shy away from it. The inside of the shop looks like a basement. Worse than the basement. Looks like a fucking dusty attic. MLB will start around April 20th. I agree with that. What other YouTubers are egotistical? Most YouTubers are egotistical. Let's be honest. NFL season will be suspended. Nah, it's too far from now. It might be pushed back, though. But hockey isn't, so that's weird. No, hockey's shut down right now, yeah. Thoughts on Miles Sanders? Whatever. I mean, he has good moves. He catches the ball in the backfield. He plays as a wide receiver. and a feature back, but I don't know. He's just missing that power. Like, I think he's good, but he's definitely not the next Shady. Is Bad Dog a Lakers fan? No. Doesn't mean the World Series will be in November. It's possible. And we got the first super chat of the night from Ross Bristow. What San Diego State going for in the NCAA tournament? Too many movies are moving because the virus. I don't know if he meant movies, but yeah. San Diego State was a good up and coming team. And you know what? They were a polished team. They were ranked as high as 4 in the country, I believe. And I think they had 1 loss on the season. I feel like they would have possibly made a deep run in the tournament. Yeah, at least a Sweet 16. I really do. And it's a shame for teams like that because they were actually contemplating making the tournament have 16 teams and make it all one weekend. And that just fell apart at the last second. But yeah, it sucks for teams like San Diego State because you never know what they could have been. And it sucks. But unfortunately, this virus came into play and there's nothing you can do about it. But thank you so much, Ross, for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully you come back on streams. I love when people come back. Hopefully it's a good stream for you. But yeah, thank you for the $5. Nacho, what's the worst baseball stadium you've been to? The worst baseball stadium I've been to? Ooh. I have to think about this one. I don't think I've been to any bad baseball stadiums. I don't know. I have to think about that one. I was hoping to watch Villanova and March Madness tournament. Yeah, they wouldn't have made it far, though. Panther fans do exist, but attendance doesn't show. Yeah. All right, so guys, we are past the 45-minute mark. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. But yeah, hit that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to 20 likes. Gonzaga would have won it all. No, I disagree. Gonzaga never wins it, ever. Not even if they had to. Not even if it was life or death. They would never win the tournament. It's FedEx Field. It really a toxic waste of. I don't think it's that bad, though. Area around it's pretty bad, though. Wanted to see Rutgers in the tournament for once. Hurts my heart. Are you going to Camden Yards a game this summer? I went last year. Have you been to Coors Field? No. Have a nice night, Nitro. Have a nice night, Dave. I'm drinking Makers tonight. Nice, man. Nitro, do you think the Panthers should move to Miami and share the arena with the Heat? I don't want. I don't know. Do you think Dayton could have won it all? Dayton was a damn good team. They were really good. I know you're an Eagles fan. But what are your honest thoughts on Darius Slayton? He's good. I mean, I wouldn't want to take him over Byron Jones, but he's good. What NFL and MLB stadiums have I been to? I've been to NFL-wise, FedEx, MetLife, Gillette Stadium, the Link. Trying to think. I was gonna go to the Coliseum, but that didn't work out. I haven't been to many. I think I've only been to 5. And I think I've mentioned 4 of them. I have to think of the last one. Can we make a request to make stream 2 hours instead of 1 because we all love your content and no sports on? See, I call it Ran an Hour with Kyle because it is an hour. But when I do feel better and when I feel like I can go 2 hours, maybe I'll just stay on for 2 hours, since there aren't sports on. But for right now, I just got to keep it an hour, especially tonight because I'm exhausted. But it's definitely a recommendation. It is. Will the draft be postponed? It could. And it sucks. I wanted to go. I wanted to go badly. By the way, guys, I just lost 20 pounds. So I know that's really random, but I'm really happy about that. And that's why I'm drinking sugar-free Red Bull. By the way, this stuff tastes exactly like regular Red Bull. So I'd really recommend it if anyone likes Red Bull out there. Is your gym a ghost town? No. Well, I wouldn't say it's a ghost town, but there's like maybe 5 people total in there, so maybe it is a ghost town. I don't know. Apple or Android? Apple. Carson Wentz is better than Cam Newton. He is. He's better than Cam Newton, but that's not saying much. Anything else that I missed up here? That doesn't look like it. But yeah, guys, I mean, what I'm trying to turn this into, the segment, I'm not going to say Joe Rogan podcast because he has people come on. Maybe I'll have people come on eventually, but what I'm basically just doing is talking to you guys, ranting about shit, ranting about everyday life, ranting about, things that we could fix or things that have no hope, So, yeah, there's only 12 minutes left, so get your questions in. Actually, 11, so you lost a minute. Have you tried blueberry Red Bull? That's my favorite drink. I don't really drink sugar anymore. That's the thing. Like I've really cut that out ever since I tried dropping weight, and I have been dropping weight. Have you been to Short Hills Mall in New Jersey? I haven't. I've heard about it, but I haven't. Mm, I have not. Oh boy. Nitro, I'm starting up an Eagles podcast. Would you do me a favor and shout it out once I get it going? Yeah, just come on here and say the name of it, and I'll give you the best shout out ever. More knowledgeable Eagles fan, Philly 500 or ADP? More knowledgeable. Fuck, man, they're both my friends. Putting me on the spot, Ricky. I don't know. I don't listen. I don't agree with a lot of things both of them say. So, but they're both my friends, so I'm not going to answer that question. What do we do without sports? Vegas is losing 400 million. Losing 400 million. I saw. Yeah, but Vegas always makes money on the table games like blackjack, poker, stuff like that. They're fun. Do I like Data Remember? Oh my god, you're the best. I went to Warped Tour when I was younger, and I would always scope out bands like a Data Remember, Devil Wears Prada, Coheed and Cambria. I used to love that shit. And Data Remember, I listened from time in and time out. Data Remember is the shit. I love them. Who would you rather have, a young Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes? It's tough. It's a good question. Coin flip. Just coin flip it. It doesn't matter. Do you think Apple products are overpriced? Yes, I do, but they're good. What do you think of EDP's new apartment? I think it looks great, but he just had some stalkers over there, so he's got to be careful with that. Obviously, young Patrick Mahomes. Does EDP say some stupid random bullshit, or does he actually not know football? No, he says what's on his mind. Mahomes has done way more in his first 2 years. Yeah, he has. Do I watch Diners, Drives, and Dives by Guy Fieri? Only when my boss has it on, but I don't really pay attention to it, to be honest with you. I think Guy Fieri annoys me. He really annoys me. And I'm not saying that because he's not a nice guy, because he probably is a nice guy, but I'm just saying. Jello shots for tomorrow. Look, I'm looking at Jello shots and stuff like that. That's my shit. Do I smoke? I don't. Time in and time out, maybe I'll smoke a weed when my friends have it and it's free, but I don't smoke, no. I watch Gordon Ramsay. I watch every Gordon Ramsay show. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. He's a great character. A Day to Remember is gonna be back at Madison Square Garden in June with Slipknot. That's weird. That's a weird combination. Yo, what's up, Eagles? One, how you doing? If the NHL doesn't come back until next season, I'll be 11 pissed. 1 to 10, I'll be 11. Yeah, I know this guy Fury is always at NBA All Star game. It seems always. So, what YouTubers have you talked about already? I just got in. We had a big list. I started off with 44th Legendary being wrong in his live stream. That's what I started off with. I just got here. Did I miss anything good? Nope, you didn't. You just missed a ton of questions that the people asked, and it was a good show. It was a good show tonight. Most overrated QB of all time. Overrated QB of all, Troy Aikman. I'd have to say Troy Aikman, or fucking what's his face, the guy that predicted the Super Bowl, Joe Namath. Joe Namath actually sucked. The Kings should move to Seattle. Seattle's having problems right now, dude. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Is Jimmy Garoppolo overrated? Nah, he is what he is. He's sufficient. He's not great, not horrible, sufficient. Grizzlies should move to Nashville. There's one. Seattle again. Seattle's getting an NHL team. We'll see what happens there. Am I going to watch WrestleMania? Probably not. I heard the card sucks, and I don't really watch wrestling anymore. That was a gulp. Holy fuck. Oh, man. That was a gulp. Holy shit. Am I an only child? No. I have another brother. Oh, shit. All right, so there's 6 minutes left, guys. Here's a good question. Here's a good question by Ricky Roman. Now we're getting into the heat of it. Would I date an obese man? No. Here's the reason. All right. Here's the reason why obese people are just. There's a reason why you're obese. You don't care about yourself. You don't care to take care of yourself, and that's more than your personality. That's just you as a person, And I just feel like if you're obese, you just don't care about yourself, and you look disgusting. You look horrible, and I just feel like I just think it's not something I would do. No, no. I'm just being honest. No. You don't have to be perfect, but I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, Ricky. Which actor do you find very attractive? Brad Pitt used to. I mean, there's a lot of them, but I'm not going to name down names right now. That's good, man. Does your brother live with you? No. AOC is dumb, very dumb. AOC is extremely dumb, like to the max, and she just needs to be like someone needs to put a binky in her mouth and have her shut up. Like seriously, seriously, she is extremely dumb. Oh man, only 5 minutes left. Holy shit. Nitro, do you watch Rain and Philly fan? No, I don't. Is that the guy that made fun of my friend Zomp? And I feel is that the guy that like has teeth falling out? I don't like that. I don't like when people are assholes like that. Do you think Trump has a shot now because of the super virus? Yeah, I do. How far do you live from New York City? 45 minutes. Nitro, this break is the best possible thing for the Sixers. It is. I agree. AOC says people are racist for not going to Chinese restaurants. Yeah, I mean, I never really liked Chinese restaurants, to be honest with you. So, and I'm not racist. So, Simmons and Embiid coming back, it'll spark them. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Can't go into depth with that one. I'm not sure. I've been saying the whole season that they're not very good, so I gotta stick with that. Thoughts on Eagles chant? I don't know who these guys are. They're too low. The only Chinese restaurant I like is Pei Wei. I don't know what it is. Can you like elaborate? No idea what that is. Man, only 2.5 minutes left. The tipping point for me was the Denver game. Yeah, it was when they came back from 28 down in Denver when I was streaming it. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Uh, were they? Yeah, yeah. If Biden beats Trump, would you be nervous about him as the president of the United States? Yes. Yeah, I love Chinese food. I'm not sure if it gets any more until the corona clears. Yeah, it sucks, man. Uh, where they blew a 20-point lead in the fourth. I streamed it. You guys watched it. I streamed it. Let me see something. Definitely not eating Chinese food for a while. Yeah, it's smart. It's smart. And the reason why I'm saying it's smart is because, let's be honest, the coronavirus originated in Wuhan and it was in China. Like, I'm just being honest. Gotta go. See you later, Nitro. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Thank you so much, Danny. I really appreciate it. I just bought 800 rolls of toilet paper. I'm safe now. Yeah. Definitely safe. You could build a wall, but it won't keep it out. Oh, man. Do you think some businesses will go out of business due to the coronavirus? I don't know. We'll see. 44th Legendary. I talked about you earlier. You might want to rewind it. It wasn't necessarily the best thing. I said some thoughts and opinions on your stream earlier, and I disagreed with a lot of it. And I thought some of it was targeted towards me, so I took offense to it. So, check it out. It's at the beginning. You're a cool guy. You literally just turned 21, but there are some things I was a little bit disappointed in that you talked about. But if you want to watch it, go back and watch it. But I did mention you. And for people in here, sub up 44th Legendary. If any companies will go out of business, I don't know. We'll see. People are really fighting over toilet paper. Yeah, people are very inconsiderate, like just buying stuff and for their own well-being. They're just buying 40 things. That's not your well-being anymore. That's just being inconsiderate and hoarding everything. That's not being considerate. That's what people are making fun of. They're not making fun of people trying to take care of themselves. They're making fun of people buying droves and droves and shelves of stuff for literally no reason. Nitro, do you miss sports? It's actually kind of cleansing. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy to hear. It's crazy that you hear Disney World and movie productions are pushed back. Yeah, I've heard of it. What's the worst store you usually hate going to? Probably shoot department. any shoe department. But anyway, guys, this is the last minute. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. You guys ask the best questions, sometimes over the top questions, but listen, I answer everything. And maybe I'll make a late night edition sometime. I don't know, for only adults. But 30 seconds left. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thank you guys so much for all the comments, and I really, really appreciate you guys. I was a little bit exhausted tonight, but we got through it. We got through it together, and yeah, another great show. And we're gonna come back on Monday, and there will be new topics. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and that's pretty much it. Biden or Sanders? If I had to pick one, Biden, because no one likes socialism. With that being said, guys, I'm out. See you guys later.